And I understand we have a hard stop at 7:30. 7:30, Frank, so you can get to bed. Is that?
Get nervous there.
All right, so just when we get the public input, remember.
You don't know you're doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So agenda review, we actually, since Linda is here, we have the numbers for the 2025 auction properties. We don't have the money, but we have the numbers. So you won't have to ask in your public input time. We'll be able to go over it for you.
We're prepared for you.
We're prepared for you, but the total owed to the town, Linda, is $379,000, $435.14, with one property still pending. There's some stuff. Okay. All right. Done with that one. The payroll manifest. Everybody got an opportunity to take a peek.
We did.
The minutes of December 30th, 2025.
Make a motion to accept the minutes from December 30th.
Second.
So, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, Jesus. That was quick.
All right. So, our non-public will be a little bit later. The fire chief is not here tonight. He has a family emergency to deal with. All right. So we'll go right to the 2026 legal fees. And what are we're just, again, continuing. We've encumbered that a couple of years and just continuing that on again for 2026.
Or is that the increase for the attorney?
Oh, his rate increase. Okay. Got it.
His rate increase? We haven't seen anything out of him yet.
I keep track of my minutes. Whenever I talk to him, I'm like, all right, we're at 15, done. Because if we go to like 17, he's billing us for 30. All right, so our next thing is the dog license fee increase. So the state has increased by $1 the amount that we pay to the state. So the town clerk has asked that we increase by $1. And in having this conversation with Jesse, so senior citizens, I want to make sure I have it right. We actually have to pay the state. They get a discounted rate to the state. Net to the town at this point in time, it's about $1.15 between the fee to the state and then 40 cents for us to buy the tag. And we currently charge $2 for a senior to register their dog. This is an opportunity for us to do something for seniors. We can charge nothing. We would still pay the $1.15 to the state, but a senior would get free dog registrations. It's a pretty small thing to do.
I'm going to pick a dog up tomorrow.
Oh, but it doesn't apply to select board members, Gary? You pay double.
And 65 and older. Yeah, we stick with the cats.
Yeah. So I don't know what you guys think about
We looking at 65 and older?
65 and older. Sorry, Rick.
I don't care either way. I'm okay with that. I'm good with
You
it.
okay?
Anytime we can give them a break.
All right. It's just, I mean, it's not a lot, but it is something that we can do.
The only concern I have is that, they still should come down.
They'll have to come down and
They
register.
still should get the license for them.
There's just no charge.
Right. And we want to make that pretty clear.
Yep. So it's a no charge license.
That way when they're found, we know where they belong.
Yep. Okay. All right. So what I'll make a motion that we increase the fees by the $1 that the state is adding, and at the same time reduce the seniors' dog licensing fee to $0.
We will make it known publicly that the dollar the state has gone up. That's why we're doing it.
Yes. And so that we're matching. Jesse's giving me Barrington. She's giving me Pittsfield. She's giving me Alton. So everybody's doing the same. It's that $1 increase.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Priscilla says thumbs up. All right. That was simple. Hartshorn Bridge, I think we're still waiting on Mitchie. Were they talking end of this week? Some
I
engineering?
think it was this week sometime.
Yeah, I thought it was by Friday, he
By
said.
Friday. Okay. We're gonna get you out of there. Right. We're gonna get you out by 7:30, but
Surprised Jarvis isn't here for an update. He's probably tired.
right tired. They were out. I don't know what time they came by the house and.
Yeah, they worked overnight, and
I did notice that one time doing Parade Road, which I was a little surprised at.
Yeah.
So I think maybe Bob's route got changed a little bit.
Yeah, it did. You took like 8 miles off of that to balance it out. I think that's working.
maybe he'd be working on a truck too.
Yeah, that's a never-ending challenge.
Yeah.
All right, Andy, you got any updates?
I don't.
Rick?
Nope. I told you we're going to meet on that room there.
Let's
See if we can come up with some kind of plan on walls and ceilings and space.
Okay.
And then we'll try and get some material list going and see how much that's going to cost.
Gary?
I don't.
Okay. In that case, we'll open up the public input because we do have our. Right, we're going to open public input at 6:08. Linda, we're going to open for public input at 6:08 then. Or Becca. Really, your daughter has come home from college, and this is what you're doing. You guys, you guys know how to live.
And you're on a budget. That's good. I like that.
All right, Linda, what do you got?
How much are dog fees? Excuse me, your address, please.
Yeah.
How much are dog fees?
Registering a dog will be $7.50. If your dog is not spayed or neutered, it'll be $10. If you're a senior citizen, it's free. That's right. So go get a dog.
Forget about it. Absolutely forget about it.
Yeah.
And why cats aren't included is beyond me.
That's right.
I think that's discrimination.
So all these fees that we get into the town, how are they spent? Like, are they?
Okay, so we're gonna have to have now, Linda. You should know this.
I don't know this yet.
Really?
No. I don't.
So we set a budget, right?
Right.
Budget's gonna be $5-point-something million.
But
Then
do
the
we budget dog fees? Do we budget that kind of
hang on.
miscellaneous?
If there's an expense.
Yeah. So we budget $5 million for the town. We have $1 million in capital reserves. We have $17 million for school. So call it $23 million. Revenue comes off the top. Dog license fees, motor vehicle fees, any of that sort of stuff comes off the top. After that is where you'll begin to apply your taxes, right? So if we don't collect fees, we increase what we have to collect in taxes.
Okay.
So the more revenue we generate, now in revenue, that could be permit fees, it can be lease, all of those things go to buy down the tax rate. So that's what the revenue does. So that's why you will see things, people will talk about Alton. Well, Alton has all sorts of revenue. Like they bring in twice what we do in motor vehicle fees. Reduces what they have to raise in taxes.
Okay. For 2025, actually 2024, is the audit completed at this point? And
The 2024 audit, yeah.
So our new company is Wadzick and Sanderson. They're scheduled to come at the end of January to do a review of the 2024, where they're going to do an in-depth, thorough. So they'll start with 2024, and then they will also be doing 2025 this year, and then for course, 2027 will be when they actually audit 2024.
Okay, but they are auditing 2025,
Yes.
Yes,
and they're just reviewing 2024.
So 2024 is audit's done.
Okay.
So they'll review the
It's
audit.
a different auditor, so they always like to know that.
Okay, all right. That's all.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. Frank Romanti, 118 North Barnstable Road, Barnstable, New Hampshire.
Kind of a delayed echo in here.
Wow.
Right. So I was just wondering, now that 2025 closed, budget season, how did the town do? I mean, were we favorable? Were we deficit?
So we'll never be a deficit. We cannot run a deficit. That would be illegal.
No, okay, I didn't know that. Well,
So we can only spend.
Bankrupt the town.
Yep, we can only spend what is authorized by the voters. So if the voters authorize whatever it is, that's what we can spend. So you've seen it in some adjoining communities right now where they've overspent their school budgets. It is a big deal, and the state has no. So technically, if you do that, you're insolvent.
really?
And you will see legislation coming forward in this House session and Senate session to address what happens when you do that. But it is illegal for us to spend more. So we will always be
Well, I don't have to do that.
flat.
Unlike the federal government.
Right. You can do whatever.
That's right. Exactly.
Don't
Unlike
confuse
up there
us.
at the Bramante house, you can overspend your
My wife spends money like a
your
drunken
allowance.
sailor. Like a drunken sailor.
You guys ride together?
Yeah, we did.
All right.
She hasn't heard. She's heard this one. That's nothing. We fight over every month.
There you go. What else?
So how much did we have any
So-
favorable? Were we favorable?
So what we end up doing, and again, it takes up until the 10th to balance out last year's.
Okay.
Then what we'll do is some of it will encumber, some of it will go to buy down the tax rate. And that's, so anything that's left over goes to buy down the tax rate. So one of the challenges though becomes is if we've got leftover money, say I got $100,000 left over, you've already been taxed on it. If I give it back to you and then take it again because I need it again in 2026, it's not that you've been double taxed on it, but there could be a perception.
Well,
There
no,
were
I
taxes,
think
I
in
think,
past meetings you said zero tax implication. I think on
Yep.
articles.
So when they say zero tax implication, what that means is it's already figured. So we have a tax rate of $3 and is it $3.98 or $3.08? What was it?
What was 317?
No, whatever it was that in the one that just went out, whatever that number is. So there's things that are in there, and it's whether it's salaries. It's about 60% of that is salary and benefits. I mean, you know that from your business.
Insurances.
When we put money into capital reserve fund and we do it every year, that's already factored into the tax rate. So you'll see, hey, no, and it's really no new tax impact. When we come up with something new, then all of a sudden it's like, hey, this is going to cost you more. So that's what that means.
Okay. All right.
But we didn't go over.
Good. So it's January 10th, or is it February?
January 10th for them to do the balancing of everything that's left. So there's still invoices that come in that have to be paid and things along those lines.
I was going to ask, committed. I mean, usually you know what committed.
We know what we've committed. Yeah. And so we about the last 3 months of the year, we begin that conversation of, Karen's gone through and done, okay, payroll is going to take up this much and, maintenance is going to do this, for vehicles or whatever. What do we have left? And then you'll see us pulling to do some maintenance. Maybe they didn't have money in that line item. Okay, but we didn't use some salary money. We can get the maintenance done on a vehicle because we are trying to ensure that maintenance gets done.
Okay.
So when you look at the budget as it comes out and then what we spent, you will see this year lines overspend. So we overspend a line item, right? So
Bottom line budget, like you
whatever it is, we had to buy a set of tires. We didn't budget for it. We did that. But as long as that bottom line is where we're concerned.
All right, great. Then one last question: is the police fire committee meeting tomorrow, or
Not that I know of. He is sick.
what's
He's
he say?
been sick for a bit. He reached out to me about possibly pulling a meeting together and I told him a week or so ago he had asked everybody when they could be available, and there was 5,000 times and dates and days involved there, and so I reached out to him and said, we've all discussed all of this multiple times. Why don't you put out the questions, like a questionnaire of everything that we've done and heard, and get everybody's answers, and we can write a final report and give it to the board. And he hasn't answered me yet, so.
Okay, you just keep me posted then when the final.
I think they're making you fire chief.
Do we have
I'd love to be police chief though.
There you go.
do we have a deadline
We
as
did.
far as
January
when this is supposed?
5th is when it was supposed to be
Yeah.
done. I believe.
That's what I thought. That's why I'm
So-
asking.
Starting about a month and a half ago, I started saying we need to wrap up, and
Month
we're
and a
going to
half
get
ago,
into
weren't you in
the.
Aruba a month and a half ago?
I was in a room, but I
think
I
it's-
stayed
I
in
think
touch.
One day, we really missed him, but he's been trying to keep Preston's feet to the fire, and he's been in New Orleans.
Yeah, we should set a date. And, stick
We
to
did, but the thing is, he was warned about this, that it was coming. It was time to get this going, and it didn't. It got dragged out, and we're behind. And I'm gonna reach out to him. I'll reach out to him in the morning, see if he wants me to throw a questionnaire together and get everybody's final feelings, and we can get in here maybe by next week.
So you don't think there'd be any more meetings?
I don't know. That's his call.
All
But it doesn't look like we can get the people together. Some people's job times have changed, and it just doesn't seem it anyway.
So just look on the website to see when you're going to present. I mean, can we assume next Tuesday?
Well, I think we
Can I
can.
assume next Tuesday?
You could watch for the agenda.
Just watch for the.
Yeah.
Watch for the agenda. I don't know that I'd assume next Tuesday, but
Okay, I'll just watch.
you're gonna come in and yell at us.
If he is
Constructive
unavailable,
criticism.
I'll just
I like
do
No
it.
input.
Public input.
Constructive, though. Very constructive. So that means, Rick, we can go to JJ's.
oh yeah, yeah.
You didn't see him tonight?
His wife is really sick,
Oh, really?
so I don't think. I don't know. I'd be surprised.
Oh,
It is Wednesday.
it is Wednesday. We're going to break in the new year to the tradition. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh, my God, she's mad at me.
No. You only get one time. We can have all kinds of rules. We can. Nope. You gotta do it again. You left. We had somebody else.
With the construction of the new or the addition coming up, is town hall going to need help taking and packing things up?
We're not even there yet. How's that?
We're working on a plan for the logistics of the actual construction, because that's the hardest part.
That is the hardest part.
And one of the challenges would actually be someone that's not a town employee, because it's the town records. So we have employee records, we have tax records. So I think you're offering to volunteer and help, and the answer would be appreciated, but probably not.
And there may be some,
There may be some, yeah.
but there's some things that obviously we can't do that.
Right, I get that. I just,
Yeah.
I figured it might be.
There's some chairs that need to be moved.
She wants the demo.
Although
It's gonna be one project.
Yep.
To take and pack all.
we may use you to rip some of that front of the building off.
I'll take some of that paint on.
You know,
You gotta use a quote.
does she? Okay, good.
That'll look nice at
Sledgehammer?
your house, man. Paneling.
I don't know.
You didn't announce yourself, so, nothing else. Well, I was giving you a couple of
Not
spots.
there yet.
I thought you weren't coming up to talk.
No.
She's.
Speak for myself.
Good man.
Scott Counselor, 63 Emerson Drive, Cinema.
It's like you were thinking about that.
Well, I wasn't sure.
If that's where you're going
If
home
I
to,
was,
because I could tell the way that
Nobody told me the rules.
You can't.
the rules are you have to come up, tell us where you're from.
Yeah.
Part of that is if you come up and say, I'm Scott Kauser, I live in Barrington, we would have the opportunity to say, go away.
And you can't come out and say P.O. Box such and such either. That doesn't work.
So where is it at on the butters auction?
So that is going to be the next phase that our guys are doing, Weston and Rick Sager. They'll be doing that one next. I don't know that it's going to be an in-person. I think the plan of that one was a little bit different format, and it was going to be to contact the abutters directly.
So did the maps get updated? Because the last time I came in, they were not updated, so it doesn't show that on the button.
I think I was, so you had done that. It should be updated now, because I think when they came in before, it had not, right? But it was, they looked, there was the time when we update. So the answer to your question is maybe.
Is that
It's
because
a solid maybe, but
is that because it was a previous owner, or was it because the maps were
We
off?
bought it. There was a previous owner.
Okay,
So we bought
all right.
it
So that
in
makes sense.
23. We adjoined it last year.
Right.
And,
So even if the map's not updated, we'd still know it's you.
yeah,
so there is no set date for that.
not a set date yet. It won't sneak by you though.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
How's your foot? Seem
Pretty
to be walking around good.
Yeah. Just gotta wear special shoes.
You should have been wearing special shoes the first time.
It's a tough crowd.
That's all.
North Renegade, North Barnstead Road.
Yes.
I want to pick up on Frank's question because I couldn't quite hear it. So as of the 10th, you know what you have left over from last year's budget. And some of it is encumbered for certain expenses. And then what happens to the rest?
So the rest would go in a sense, buy down the tax rate for next year.
So it does
It
right off the top.
Yeah, it almost becomes like, it's not really revenue because that's misleading, but it goes into that category of here's what we need this, to raise the spend. This brings it down.
I think people, I want to get that note correct.
Is that it for public input? Nothing? Ethel, you did hear the part about you and David can have 3 dogs now? Couple, 3, 4? I expect that to be discussed at the helpers meeting, what we're doing for the seniors.
You still have to come down and register.
It's forgotten about.
Yeah, yeah.
Turn 65 Franklin's. I can get the dog.
What's that? I don't know that there's the lettuce. Is probably the cats are probably not going to wear the registrations, and I don't know if the state has a mechanism for that. So in that case, if nobody's got anything else, at 6:25, I'll go ahead and close public input. Do we have anything else before we go to non-public? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and so I just received an email from the Pittsfield Town Administrator.
Yep.
That board can meet with your board on the 20th. That is a Tuesday night. We already have some appointments. I reached back out. Would you prefer to meet a separate night because you have several topics that we want to?
Who's is it anybody that we can push off in our appointment?
Well, fire chief is now. Well, that's the 13th.
That's the 13th.
See if.
If there's not,
we can make it
yeah, we can meet the
prefer to
same
keep
night.
it Tuesday. Okay, I'll just get that done.
We don't have to, but I mean,
Yeah.
It's just easier because they meet on Tuesday, we meet on Tuesday.
right.
It becomes pretty smooth. Do they? I don't know. I'm assuming they meet in the town hall there.
The email said that they would come here.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right.
Wonder if they'll-
I think we should go to Chichester because it'd be way more entertaining.
Will they be Are they gonna bring snacks or anything?
No, you're in charge of snacks. Linda, snacks on the 20th. There you go. Problem solved.
Makes a great banana right there.
Cannolis.
I might come.
All right, so the
Where
20th.
you're going, you might not get one.
No nuts in this one.
No nuts.
Okay.
So it's the 20th?
The 20th.
What's the agenda?
It's just going to be a conversation. Where can we as two towns work together? Whether it's sharing services, whether it's mutual aid, what is it that we can do together where we currently overlap? And again, there's no real, but if are we buying cases of water and we could buy twice as many cases of water and split them? We're not. But that sort of, right? There is that economy of scale. Do we have vehicles or equipment that we could potentially, sub each other back and forth? Those types of conversations, there may be nothing we can do together, but there may be all kinds of things, and it's worth having a conversation. So both towns have expressed interest. We did, and they were at the same time having the conversation. So a couple of their board members actually, as we're having the conversation. So there is interest between the two towns. We reached out to schedule it, but so it was individual board members meeting in the Buffalo or wherever. Hey,
And we've done this before too with like the highway department stuff. If one department had a roller and the other one didn't, or a piece of equipment did share or swap or borrow.
Because they purchase a piece of equipment, and I think we do it with Alton right now. We have two roads that we go into Alton on one, and they come into Barnstead on another, and handle the plowing of those roads. So those are the conversations of being able to potentially do those things.
It doesn't seem like much, but it does add up. The more you can help each other out.
Didn't we just recently have to do it with the last storm?
We couldn't get through, right? They couldn't get through or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a road that they couldn't get all the way through, so we had to go through. But yeah.
So it's just good to have a good working relationship with our neighboring communities as well.
Absolutely good at it.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be something as the fire department scheduling wise for them to make sure that if they had a paramedic on shift, that we don't have one on potentially, and vice versa. So there's always something we have coverage.
Absolutely good. Really thank you guys for thinking about that. Regionalization is something that can really help.
Certainly can.
I'm hoping that you talk to the town.
This is the first one. I think we have more in common, actually, with Pittsfield, and we obviously have a lot in common with Alton. Sharing a high school, so there already is that established relationship. There are some relationships with Gilmanton as far as fire coverage already. Who goes where, because there are areas that you can't get there. And I think Belmont does it with, I'm trying to think who it is, where Belmont actually covers for Northfield, thank you. Because you have to go to Belmont to get back into Northfield. So it's easier for Belmont. So it's finding all of those different things.
Or instead of turning around halfway down a road, go to the end. Turn around, come back. Something like that.
All right. Cool. So you got that, Karen, you'll confirm with them. Right. Got anything else? So, you got anything?
No.
So if not, we got some non-public, and then that. So you are 6:45. Okay, so you're ready to go early. So in that case, at 6:30, I'll make a motion. We go into non-public under. Is this C?
B.
B. Okay.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
So, thank you.
Thank you.
Right. 6:31. Huh?
Frank, I'll keep you in the loop.
Rick, tomorrow, JJ?
It's possible.
I don't know. Bad weather. Gary's going to be out with his towel.
This is like, it's aggravating.
All Frank wants is his road to be black.
That's it.
That's all he wants.
I thought that was Frank complaining about the road's not dry. Get out of the towel.
I could say that was nothing.
Yep.
You know what? I feel bad that you guys take the snaps, but people have opinions. I thought they were fine.
You know what they say about opinions? That's right. Great.
I always said the nature is much
Ringing